Talk about clowns, stand down, never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now, never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They go play action here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now a first down throw. Watson. Right side. Caught Fedorowicz. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. On. That's it, baby.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Come on, let's go. What? Check. 4 down. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion is FatboyWealthy's. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Four yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Cohen. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The toss, Cohen. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here's Watson now on second down. His throw incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. In motion is Fedorowicz. Third and long, it's Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On first down, it's Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well. Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd down. It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys work against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Now Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. To throw on second is Watson. And some space here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Texans on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more.